And see, the thing is, a lot of people are kind of mad that Bloxburg is winning right now because the developers are quote-unquote rigging it, I guess. I don't know. This guy seems to say it is. It's the reason why, I guess. Which, you know, could be correct. You don't know if that's the reason why most people are voting for it. I mean, right now, it looks like it's pretty much night and day for Deep Woken and Bloxburg. It's like most of the time in these votes. And I mean, yeah. But like, you have to consider some things first. All these games, it doesn't matter which one's better or which one you think is better. Because like in reality, all these games are really good. All these games are really, really good and high quality, and the developers, they definitely work really hard on them, right? So for example, Deep Woken, that's a pretty good game, but it's behind a paywall. And Bloxburg is not really behind a paywall, so that kind of makes sense why more people are voting for this one, because more people play it. Like, and more people agree that Bloxburg is a better game than Deep Woken. But that's because it is. That's just how people. That's just how people's opinions about it are. And if we're looking for best action RPG, well, all of them are pretty good, right? Because like, well, not only are World Zero has 7 different worlds. Of course, you know, you have 7 different areas to explore. It's a pretty cool RPG game. And same thing with Dungeon Quest, there's a lot of cool stuff there as well. There's a dungeon game, that was pretty nice. And then these two are the main competitors. Like, Bloxburg is a good game, and Deep Woken is also a good game. I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure it is, right? But why are people angry? Like, why are people mad that Bloxburg is winning? Like, I'm pretty sure we all kind of expected that, because there's more people that play a free game than a paid game. Like, most people don't even pay for games. Like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that people would play a free game over a paid game. That's crazy, though. I did the research. I'm not sure if the Deep Woken is still paid. Actually, I can check it right now. If it is, I probably can't play it, of course, but I mean, if I'll see it. Oh no, it's 400 Robux. Surprise, surprise, nobody is playing it. And then if you compare the two games, you can kind of already see. Because, well, yeah, they made over 8, I don't know, they made over, is that even the actual number? 882 million people play it. It's still smaller than Bloxburg, that has gotten billions and billions of players and is just continuing to grow over time. People like Bloxburg more. Like, I don't know why people are thinking that, oh, Deep Woken is a better game just because it is. No, that doesn't matter. It's called a popularity contest for that sort of reason. It's because more people agree that Bloxburg is a better game. That's kind of why Catalog Avatar Creator also won yesterday. That's because they were the better game, and more people agreed on it. Well, yes, Press to Impress was a really high quality game, and definitely lots of people like us to play it. Catalog Avatar Creator is still much more immersive, and it has a lot of really good features that are new to the Roblox platform. So the fact that they're winning, or they won, is no surprise at all. Because not only does it have a really big fan base thanks to Please Donate, but it also has a really large amount of people that just agree that it's just better than Dress to Impress. As most people say, they are just way better. Like, in spite of Dress to Impress having more people playing it, Catalog Avatar Creator is still a game they more of agree to. And that's kind of why Bloxburg is winning by a whole mile right now. I mean, if you were any 8-year-old, basically, and you would basically be voting on which one you think is better, obviously you're going to vote for the game that you mainly play. That's obviously Bloxburg, right? Because that's your favorite game, and people have their own reasons to play the games. But the fact is, Bloxburg, it doesn't care if they say, like, oh, they're going to give everyone 1 million in Robux if it wins. No. That doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that there are more people playing Bloxburg than Deep Woken. And that's how popularity contests work. Oh my god. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a game based on which has more numbers. Surprise, surprise. Right? No, of course not. That should not be how it is. People should vote on which game is better. No. Okay, shut up, okay? Because let's be honest. Every game here, every game that was voted, every game that has been featured, is better, and they all are really good. Like, I mean, let's be honest here, best strategy game. All these games are really good and high quality. I mean, the only ones that don't really have any business doing here is Strongest Battlegrounds and Dusty Trip. Like, I don't know why the hell these two games are here, but that reminds me of something. It was the community that picked these games. So the fact that Bloxburg is here in Best Action RPG is because of you guys. And now, you guys are getting mad that it's winning. So Tom, what you learned from this video? It's a popularity contest, and that's life, kids. Because let's be completely honest here, okay? Let's look at the grand scheme of things. Every single one of these games are really good. I'd argue even games that I've never played aren't really good. Of course, there are some games that are just low quality. Makes sense. That's how it works. There's games like, you know, in this sort of game that just are popular. That's the only reason why they won in the first place. But there's games that are really good as well. The categories are just really good. Like, for example, this one, Best Shooter. I like Guts and Black Powder, but I didn't. Obviously, I changed my vote to Arsenal because I wanted to experiment as to what that minus points system was, and obviously I did that. So, you know, but they won because not just their popularity, but they're obviously just a better game. Rove makes amazing sort of games, and the fact that Arsenal won is a testament to that. But all these games, that doesn't mean that all these games are bad. It just means that Arsenal, more people agree with it. That's how popularity contests work. More people disagree to the fact that Arsenal is a better game, because that's just how it works. It doesn't matter if it's a better game. It just matters as to how many people think it's a better game. Clearly Arsenal won because of that. Because more people likes Arsenal. Surprise! Because let's be completely honest here. G&B, this game isn't even available to most people. So the fact they didn't win, or the fact they got third place, is not a surprise at all, and should not be a surprise. And then, like, Tower of Hell is a game that has just been holding a title for the best obby game for a long time. And the fact they did win is still a really good testament towards that. It just shows that it's a good game, but that doesn't mean all these other games are bad. At all. It just means more people agree to Tower of Hell. And I'll say the thing with Best Horror. In my honest opinion, I think Piggy is a better game than Doors. Well, not necessarily. Okay, of course, you know, Doors is a scarier game, but Piggy has a lot of systems that Doors really doesn't, and obviously Doors had, no, I should not phrase it like that, I'm gonna get cancelled. But Piggy is a good game, and I think it's better than Doors, in my opinion, because I played it for quite some time. That's okay. You don't need to. Obviously, I'm not toxic about the fact that Piggy lost to Doors, second place, second to first. That's completely fine. I'm okay with Piggy not winning the Doors at all, because I think Doors is a better game than Piggy. But I just think my favorite is Piggy, because I think it's obviously, to me, it's a better game than Doors, because it has a more broader community. It makes sense to me, but you don't need to follow that, because Doors is also a very good game, and they won as a testament towards that. And in my honest opinion, I think the hard-working developers of Dress to Impress deserve the win. But that's okay that they didn't, because it doesn't mean that they're a worse game. I think Catalog Avatar Creator deserved it than anyone else. They have great systems, and they aren't just a blatant copy of another game. But I think they're really hard-working, so that's kind of why I still voted for them, and I kind of predicted for them to win. Because I thought that, of course, you know, they have a large popularity, but Catalog Avatar Creator also has a large popularity. And it's a better game, clearly. But I voted for, you know, Just to Impress, just because of the fact that I think the hard-working guys are okay. But that's completely fine. You can vote for however you want. And Bloxburg right now is winning because of that. Like, it doesn't matter as to how many people think, as to how many people think that the game is bad. That's completely just an opinion. But it's the fact that Bloxburg has more people that agree to it, of it being a better game than Deep Woken. That's all that matters. Not to mention, Deep Woken is a paid game. They came in here, people actually put them in this event, and they legit was just destined to lose. Not only is Deep Woken a really unfortunate game and a victim to the fact that they just have a smaller popularity than Bloxburg, even if they are a better game, they aren't a free game. There's a large number of people that like Deep Woken, and I'm pretty sure there are actually people that love the game. Then that obviously begs the question, is Bloxburg a worse game? No, they weren't. It's just the fact that Bloxburg has more people that think it's better than Deep Woken. That's it. That's all that matters in these kinds of contests. In popularity contests. That's why they're called popularity contests. It's because it's not based on which is better. It's based on who is, it's based on who they actually think is just a better overall game. Or how many people think it's better than Deep Woken. That's it. The fact that people are actually getting mad at that is insane. Because it again doesn't matter and shouldn't matter to people about which games are better. It's because, again, it's a numbers game. It's going to be which game has more people that like it. Doesn't matter if it's, people that don't necessarily play the game that much. It's just that if the game is better, then clearly the game is better. That's just how it is. And more people agreed to that. Again, a popularity contest is a contest that most people agree towards a certain fact, a statement. That's kind of why we have them in the first place, to see how many more people agree towards, saying like, let's take for example the RDC voting here. Actually, obviously, RDC had a lot of really interesting stuff here. Like, let's go best new experience, for example. Okay, in my honest opinion, I think Dusty Trip deserves the win here, and chances of these two games winning higher than Dusty Trip. But that's fine. It doesn't mean that Dusty Trip is a worse game. But it's just that more people agree towards any of these being a better game than Dusty Trip. Again, it's a popularity contest based on how many more people agree with each other that that specific thing is better. Will not matter at all. And I repeat, will not matter if which game you think is better. It's based on how many more people think that it's better. That's what's important with these kinds of contests. It's unfair. No, you can't do that. Too bad. Because they just did. Yeah, well, life really isn't fair, kid. Now, I actually wanted to make this video a bit more about talking about Bloxies themselves, but obviously, I started there with a little rant talking about what's wrong with it, and the community in general, really. But let's actually talk about these, all these, what you call this? All these categories. There's, best racing. I personally think there's a lot of really good games here. Even though I don't really like the fact that, Driving Empire is here. Yeah, I still think it is kind of a much more higher quality game. And Car Crashers 2 is, a game that already passed its time. But that's fine. I'm not saying that all the other games are worse. Alright? That's just my opinion. You can vote for whatever the hell you want. And for best roleplay live sim, well then, I think Bloxburg deserves the win for that. Obviously. But chances of me switching it to Brookhaven because of the fact that it's more popular? It depends. Not to mention that this also kind of counters the argument, because knowing that Bloxburg got added in here, during the time, or they got chosen during the time when it was still paid. I mean, it just got free recently. I highly doubt anyone's gonna vote for it because of, the controversies that have been happening. Is highly, interesting. But for me to switch it to Brookhaven is something that I put here in the predictions, because it's just a prediction. I think Brookhaven is just gonna be a game that is predictably going to win, because it's just more popular and it is free again, and more people tend to like Brookhaven than Bloxburg. Bloxburg, because Bloxburg is a paid game beforehand, and they came here losing basically. I don't know why they put games that are paid into this competition. Because I feel like that should not be that should be like a criteria, the game needs to be free, everyone needs to play it, because obviously Brookhaven is a respectable game. It's the developer is nice. Bloxburg right now is under fire basically, and I highly doubt anyone's gonna vote for them. But I think Bloxburg still deserves the win. Don't mind my prediction. I usually change it every single day just because I think about it too hard. It's fine. But I honestly think that Bloxburg, again, came here losing. We don't even need to care about Adopt Me or Berry Avenue. Nobody plays this game, and then nobody really likes Adopt Me again. That's kind of just, how it works. It's just that just because it's popular, that doesn't mean it's gonna win. It's like similar to what happened here with Catalog as their creator. Again, it's just how many more people agree. And yeah, And then we have Best Education. I don't think many people are really gonna vote for this. Obviously, you know, Word Bomb and Lulu Learning. I think Lulu Learning is a better game for education purposes. Some of these games are really fun, but not necessarily. I guess if, like, you know, the other banana game, I forgot what it's called, put up the screen if I can find it. Shovel Rose Rain game, there you go. Should have been on here, but that's completely fine. It's fine. And then this one's kind of, like, weird for me. Because, like, okay, Special Show Hangout, we have Brookhaven on tap 17 plus, and Please Donate and Live to Get RP. Of course, these two games are not going to get any people voting for them. Not only is this game only available to people above the age of 17, like, that's unironically there. A game, again, that not everybody can play is likely to lose than a game that everyone can play, you know? so no doubt that no one's really going to vote for on tap. And then we have Please Donate and Brookhaven. Again, battle of the century here. I think Please Donate personally is going to win because more people socialize in this game. It's more of a social game than a roleplay game. I think Brookhaven should take the win for a roleplay in Life Sim because more people, again, do roleplay in Brookhaven rather than in Bloxburg where people kind of just build houses. You know, now that I think about it, in terms of roleplaying, I think Brookhaven does have a strong point there because more people do kind of roleplay in Brookhaven. So that's kind of my vote already. And then for Please Donate, you know, obviously that's gonna win for Best Social Hangout because, again, more people are hanging out there and are just making friends and stuff. That's actually a really good way to make friends, of course, you know, tested and proven apparently. But yeah, and then we have the Best Tycoon. I don't know why any of these games are here. Like, okay, I think Theme Park Tycoon 2 is just gonna win on a landslide here just because more people know about it, and again, more people do agree that it's, again, a better game. So it's probably gonna win. So Elemental Powers and Restaurant Tycoon 2 and War Tycoon, I'm pretty sure all these games don't even update anymore. It's kind of like the thing, the worst part about being a tycoon is that, like, if you are a tycoon game, there is no chance that you're actually going to be able to come up with actual updates that'll keep the community active, because it's basically just complete a house and you win. And I think Theme Park Tycoon is the only game that has continuously done something there. I don't even think Restaurant Tycoon 2 is a game that updates anymore. Didn't this last update just, like, recently? Wait, no. No, it wasn't even recently. It was back on, like, when the classic event was up. Yeah, I remember that game. Then we have Best Fighting, which, this is, again, kind of a bad point, but, again, it kind of makes sense. If you think about it, that Strongest Battlegrounds will win, not primarily based on because of the fact that it is just a better game for fighting, but I think more people do kind of think that it is a better game for fighting, because it does have some strategy up to it. Well, obviously, you know, the fact that it's here in Best Strategy makes no sense at all, because I feel like it just doesn't qualify for that, because, like, the real only kind of strategy that you do put in there is combos and blocking attacks. That's kind of it. If you think about it, that's not much strategy. But this is kind of the only game that has actual battle physics that makes a whole lot of sense. You know, in Bloxburg, it's kind of just like endless kind of fights. I always, like, I used to play with a lot of friends in Bloxburg usually, and then usually what happens is, like, the fights just never end. So when I'm grinding, I'm just constantly seeing them in the air fighting for it. Like, I don't even know why they fight in the first place, but, like, when it comes to Strongest Battlegrounds, it's kind of just the kind of game that everybody plays. And yeah, now I honestly think that Type Soul is a good game as well. It's a pretty good game. I feel like it should deserve that win. Is it a better game than Strongest Battlegrounds? Yeah, I think it is, actually, but do I think? Well, not exactly. I don't know if Strongest Battlegrounds will win, but Type Soul is a good game. Yeah, I mean, sorry, no. Yeah, Type Soul will win, but Type Soul is a good game, and it's arguably just fun, it's exciting, it makes sense, and sure, it's a good game. It doesn't make it any worse than Strongest Battlegrounds. And finally, I think Guts and Black Powder, I mean, that's just not gonna win. Again, like, the main problem here is the fact that less people can play it, because I'm pretty sure that's a 13 plus game. That's also like kind of like a argument between it, because like apparently most people think that like, oh, Roblox kind of like made them lose because of the fact that they put up against like, oh, it's obviously just a younger audience that'll be voting mostly, and obviously you're not gonna see much of 5-year-olds playing Guts and Black Powder. That's just not possible. The fact they're even in here is hilarious, but I'm pretty sure most people. But again, if you don't know, it was the community that chose these games, so obviously it makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of it. Really. That's all the categories. I don't think anyone really cares about the RDC voting. We'll just go through it as well, just because why not? People's Choice. We have Dress to Impress, Gunfighting Arena, Driving Empire, Trunks Battlegrounds. Awesome. About the Experience, Dusty Trip, Dress to Impress, Enemy Defenders, and Soul Energy. Oh, what the hell is this game doing here again? I'm kidding. Of course, it makes sense. Dress to Impress is a new game, so yeah. People's Choice, though. This is weird. Why is Driving Empire here? Why is Driving Empire here? Yeah. And then Best UGC Creator. I think Reverse Polarity deserves to win here. Not that I, think that all these guys are worse, but I'm pretty sure some of these guys aren't even active anymore. I'm kidding. But yeah. Best Video Store. There was some drama with like another guy, Night Fox. He basically called out Connor 3D for being in this event because of the fact that he doesn't talk. Like, okay, so he still makes good videos, and one of the things that make his videos great is that he doesn't talk over a tutorial that he's making. Yeah, he's a tutorial YouTuber, so what if he doesn't talk? Like, you search him up to find YouTube tutorials, and he does it like almost every single time. He uploads like tons of these YouTube tutorials, like whenever there's like a new event. He just never sleeps for some reason, and he just uploads and uploads so many different kinds of videos of him just doing the events for some reason. Like, damn, kudos to him. Like, if he doesn't talk, then why aren't you here? I'm kidding. Of course, no hate to Night Fox or anything. I love him, but it's you gotta really question that, But yeah, personally, I think all these guys are great. Poke is a really great guy as well. I'm pretty sure he's just joking about what he says on Twitter half the time, so you can't take him seriously all the time. That's fine. And lastly, Best Branded Experience. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this game why this is a category. Isn't the award gonna just go to Roblox themselves? And not, okay, well, the developers making it are obviously like full primetime developers, but I'm pretty sure they just made this to get paid. If you think about it. Yeah, I don't know. None of these games are really interesting to me. I mean, I know Van's World is like a really cool skateboarding game. A lot of people really like it because it reminded them of old Roblox, but I'm not into that, so I kind of just voted Garden of Ban because I thought it's funny. Garden of Ban RP. This is an actual game. I don't know, man. Damn. Alright, yeah. Not much to go off of here. But yeah, that's kind of it. Kind of just wanted to make this short video about the Bloxies. I'm gonna have an actual video put up about it in like a few months or so, because I want to finish the entire event before I make a full video essay about it and talking about the whole entire experience and just reviewing it overall. So this is kind of just a video commentating about the main problems of this thing, and I kind of just wanted to upload something in the meantime. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll edit this in the morning because right now it's currently very late. I don't have school yet, so I can probably, edit as much of these as possible, but you'll see some videos in like a few months or so. If you're wondering where my video on the classic is, similar to the hunt, I kind of just gave up on it because of like it not matching my style now of editing. I have a much more different style of editing. Basic editing style is a little bit more different than before. Obviously, just these very short commentary videos. I no longer make those videos which are like, simple things happening on the screen. There's always like a cool thing now. Now it's like graphics and actual edits and green screens. I think I kind of want to focus more on that and upgrade my editing style and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Once again, I like to make it clarified that the Bloxy Awards is indeed a popularity contest, and that people should just vote not based on which game is popular, but based on which game they think is great, because that's kind of the main point of it, is to know as to how many more people agree towards the span of the game on its own. Like, just because a game doesn't win doesn't make it any worse than all the other games. That's completely fine. If people disagree with me, also fine. I really appreciate everyone's opinions, and I think there's always room for expressing yourself, so make sure to always do that, I guess. I mean, I also want to like clarify that like a lot of this that I just said is just random yapping, but yeah, hey, if you enjoyed this weird random video that I put out, it's fine. And yeah, another thing I wanted to mention, actually, I'll put it on the screen if you guys can see it here. Mr. Event Hunters here has been uploading like non-stop on their Twitter, talking about certain things which are pretty controversial. No wonder why Blox Roots is winning. Yeah, that's pretty controversial there. Basically, they're explaining that they're paying for developers to do these kinds of things. Obviously, RPX Event Hunters is kind of my main sort of go-to whenever I'm looking for news and stuff, but recently all I've been seeing is just these really random posts of them just quote tweeting certain things, I guess. Like, certain things, and yeah. They're basically making the argument that all developers are rigging it because they're literally buying votes. I want to make an argument first against that, because not only is that kind of stupid that they think about it as that way, because like in reality, promising something if they win isn't really a bad thing. Like, Below Natural went over here and said, I'm gonna add a cool skin to the game if we win. Alright, cool. Now if they do win, then that's great. Then we get a new skin. But in reality, that only appeals to the people who do play the game. And the majority of people that are voting are people who play the game, right? So, maybe there is some rigging there for the people who play the game to automatically vote for them. Oh my god, that's how it works? Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that if you liked a game, you would vote for it in a popularity contest. Amazing. Great revelation there. But Bloxy News? Event Hunter? Sorry, not Bloxy News. But another thing is, like, how is this rigging the event? Because, like, they're acting as if the developers are pointing a gun at the players to vote for them. Oh my god. I mean, like, why? What? Not only is that even funnier to think about it, cause like, if you think about it, that's kind of what they're saying. That, oh no, they're rigging the event because apparently they're adding cool new stuff and they'll work harder if they win something. Oh no. And then Souls RNG is over here apparently buying votes because the thing that they are giving out if they win are something that people pay money for. Scale issue, don't care. Yes, guys, we will not add anything if we win. That'll totally not affect our reputation at all as developers to our players. Oh my god. What's even funnier is that if you think about it, if they don't add anything or they don't do like these sort of tweets or like, oh my god, we're gonna do something if we win the event, then people are gonna get mad because people will think that, oh no, they're not preaching us better because they're not giving us anything for winning something, which is obviously something that has always been an unfortunate little trait that most people have, is that if a developer wins an event and they don't get a cool reward out of it, then they'll immediately start to call the game bad, which is not very good. But in reality, it's kind of okay because, like, I mean, like, if you really think about it, right, the developers are just promising to at least to add these things to the game, right? And then, like, if that's the case, then why exactly should that be a problem? It's kind of just dumb to assume that, oh, they're rigging the event because you're promising to add cool stuff to the game, or they're give people rewards. I don't know if that's a problem. Apparently it is now. But if you think about it, like, there really shouldn't be a problem with that. Like, just because, oh, they're gonna add something into the game, or they're gonna give players rewards that apparently cost them money. Shocker. Also, there's this tweet that I found, please remove all these games cheating. How? That's my question, is how? How are these games cheating? How? That's my question. I don't know if I'm missing something. Am I don't know. How are they cheating? Like, I'm a bit uninformed if you think about it. Alright, cool. Like, awesome. They're promising games. They're promising things to add to their game if they win. Whoa. That's crazy. Who knew that developers would do that when they win an award? I didn't know that. Did you know that? Look, man, I don't know who's making these tweets in the account. It's probably just like one person, and I'm not saying that that's the entire team. I mean, hell, it's probably the entire team if I for all I know. But, like, so what? You see, like, this is kind of the main problem that I have with people sometimes. I just don't get it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys did like it, make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in another video. It won't be like this, I guess. A few months after the event, I'll be making, I'm actually going to be posting a couple of videos, maybe sooner or later, because I'm just, like, really focused on editing right now. So, yeah. But, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this kind of just video of me yapping and stuff. It's interesting, I guess, if you think about it. I'll try to make more of these sooner or later in the future. Maybe like during mid-events, or during like in the middle of like certain things, if I'm unable to like upload certain videos that I'm working on much more frequently. Again, I do edit all my videos all by myself, so it's kind of like, oh, I gotta multitask sometimes. Yeah, but if you did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, you can go cancel me on Twitter now for my very controversial opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. See ya.